We've all heard the phrase black gold. It's the stuff that built empires. It's the reason countries go to war. And now, South Africa might just be sitting on a whole lot of it. That's right, folks. We're talking about oil. And lots of it. This isn't just any old discovery. This could be a game changer for South Africa. We're talking jobs, economic growth, and maybe even a chance to finally fix Eskom. For a long time, South Africa has relied on other countries for oil. We import most of it, which can get expensive. But imagine if we could produce our own. Imagine if we could be the ones supplying the world with this precious resource. The possibilities are honestly mind-blowing. Of course, it's still early days. We don't know exactly how much oil is down there. And even if it is a massive amount, getting it out of the ground won't be easy. But hey, South Africans are a resilient bunch. We've overcome bigger challenges before, right? Remember apartheid? Yeah, we beat that. So buckle up, South Africa, because things are about to get interesting. We might be on the verge of an oil boom, and that's something worth getting excited about. Okay, so we know there's oil, but where exactly is it hiding? I'll tell you where it is. Deep, deep down in the ocean, off the coast of South Africa, we're talking hundreds of kilometers out in a place called the Orange Basin. It's a massive underwater area that stretches all the way from Namibia to South Africa. Now, exploring for oil in the deep sea is no walk in the park. It's expensive, it's risky, and it takes some serious technology. But luckily for us, some of the biggest oil companies in the world are willing to take the gamble. We're talking about companies like Total Energies from France and Qatar Energy from, well, Qatar. They're the ones drilling those deep-sea wells, hoping to strike it rich. And the early signs are promising, people. Estimates suggest there could be billions of barrels of oil and trillions of cubic feet of natural gas down there. To put that in perspective, that's enough to power South Africa for decades. So there you have it. The oil is buried deep beneath the ocean in the Orange Basin, and some of the world's biggest oil companies are on the hunt. Exciting times, right? Discovering oil is one thing, but actually getting it out of the ground and turning it into something useful is a whole other story. It takes planning, investment, and a whole lot of hard work. Luckily, our government has been busy putting together a plan. They've even created a new company, the South African National Petroleum Company, to oversee everything. Think of them as the oil bosses, making sure everything runs smoothly. But it's not just about extracting the oil. The government also wants to make sure that all South Africans benefit from this discovery. They're talking about creating jobs, boosting the economy, and investing in education and infrastructure. It's about time. Right, of course. There are also some new rules and regulations. We can't just let anyone start drilling holes in our ocean floor, can we? The government has drafted a new law, the Petroleum Products Bill, to make sure everything is done safely and responsibly. They're also looking at ways to turn the gas from these discoveries into liquid form. That's the LNG part, so we can export it to other countries. Cha-ching. So, there you have it. South Africa has a plan, and they're working with some of the biggest names in the oil business to make it happen. Let's hope they can pull it off. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. Finding oil won't magically solve all of South Africa's problems. We still have a lot of challenges to overcome, like poverty, inequality, and, of course, load shedding. And let's be real, drilling for oil isn't exactly good for the environment. We need to make sure it's done responsibly, without harming our oceans or contributing to climate change. That's a big responsibility, and we need to hold our leaders accountable. But even with all the challenges, I can't help but feel a sense of hope. This oil discovery has the potential to be a turning point for South Africa. It could bring much-needed jobs and investment, giving our economy the boost it desperately needs. And who knows, maybe this is the push we need to finally invest in renewable energy sources like solar and wind power. Imagine a South Africa where we're not just an oil powerhouse, but a leader in clean energy too. So yeah, there are risks, but the potential rewards are enormous. This could be the start of a brighter future for South Africa and for all South Africans. Let's just hope we don't mess it up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.